What's up, guys? This is Gus from GusVillaJewelry.com, and in this video, I'm gonna be doing something a little different. I'm gonna be reviewing hip-hop artist jewelries. I don't know who they actually are. I'm just gonna get a zoomed-in picture. Let's see if I can guess who is actually wearing the piece, and maybe give you a little bit of inside information from an actual jeweler's perspective. So without further ado, let's get this ball rolling. Creep, roll the music.
Jewelry.
All right, so first up, we got this image here. Apparently some dude wearing a Paris shirt. I have no idea who that is. Looks like it's a bunch of stacked chains. I have no idea what kind of chains they are. The image is a little distorted. I got a really dope ass pendant in the middle that looks fully iced out. Plus there's a crazy hanging down chain, which is actually pretty cool. Lower style chains haven't really been popular recently, so it's pretty cool that somebody's still rocking it. I don't know if this is maybe an artist from the 90s or early 2000s, but usually it's quite the opposite. Everybody is doing choker style or really close up type chains, so it's pretty cool that you actually see this. It looks like there's a lot of detail on that cross, probably a lot of diamonds. Obviously, it doesn't look handmade as far as the actual mold goes, and the actual pendant as well. Those are printed on a 3D printer from a computer. But overall, it looks pretty cool. I'm going to guess, only based on the guy's tattoos, that this is Nipsey Hussle. Creep?
How much do you think the piece is worth, like that?
That piece, that cross right there, especially because it's so long, between $40,000 and $55,000. And then the actual chain, you're probably looking at another, just because it's iced out, anywhere from $40,000 to $50,000 right there. That's about the retail of what it would cost. Is it Nipsey Hussle?
It is definitely not Nipsey Hussle.
Who was it?
When she did that next,
Who was it? Oh, it was fucking Little Uzi Vert. God damn. Those are dope ass pieces, to be honest with you. Like they're really nice. So big thumbs up approval. I dig it. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, next. Damn, look at those, some big ass diamonds, dude. I think I know this one. This one's a pretty obvious one, just because if I'm correct, I don't know if it is or not, but if I'm correct, this one is the one that was viral because I think it's Drake. Is it Drake?
Nope.
It's Drake, isn't it? Yeah, this is actually really beautiful piece. Just the sheer size of each one of those stones, I'm going to assume they're all flawless, because why else would Drake make something or commission something like that? So I'm going to assume that it's all flawless, which will put this around, I can't tell you just by looking at it, but I'm gonna guess somewhere in the 280 to 300 carat. Something like that. And for something like this, you're talking millions of dollars, just on a wholesale level, So I would guess and put a retail number on this in around 10 to 11 to 12 million dollars, something like that. What's the actual price?
13 mil.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. The thumbs up, this thing is actually fucking beautiful. Next. Oh, this one, I actually know which one this is. This is a Tiffany & Co. commission piece for Kendrick Lamar. This is an absolute banger of a piece. The way they created this, the way they commissioned this, the way they set these diamonds, so the whole entire piece was created, and each one of those diamonds was pave set. Pave setting is where the hole isn't already made. You have to drill the hole into the material. If I'm not mistaken, this is how this crown was done. I don't exactly know how many carats are in here. From just the look of it, you're probably talking anywhere from about 45 to 55 carats, something along those lines. It's a gorgeous piece. It's made by one of the top retailers in the jewelry business, which is Tiffany & Co. They commissioned this piece for Kendrick Lamar. I remember seeing this. It's an absolute banger of a piece. I can't tell you how much it's valued at, because these kind of pieces are one-off. They're piece uniques, almost like a watch would be. But if I were to guess, if I were to just throw a guess out there, I'd probably say anywhere from $1 to $2 million. I would say something like that. What is it?
3 mil.
3 mil. Damn it, that's a gorgeous piece. So yeah, this is Kendrick Lamar for sure, right? There he is wearing it. Beast. Let's move on to the next one. Oh my God. A Michael Jackson on a cross. Let's go. That's sacrilegious, borderline. Let me just put it this way. This piece itself is actually not that cool, right? Like if you were just looking at it just from a jeweler standpoint. This is a pretty simple design. You would grab Michael Jackson. I mean, I don't know about him doing the whole cross, which is wild, but the cross behind it looks pretty standard, and then the wood design on the sides would be just something that you finish. To be honest with you, something like this is probably gonna range anywhere from, on a lower end, unless you have a name attached to it, probably $8,000 to $11,000, something like that. If you do something crazy, if it has a name attached to it, you could easily sell this to a famous rapper for about $30,000. But the reality is, it's really an $8,000 to $11,000 piece, depending on if this cross is hollow. There's nothing real beautiful to it, so I would just give it maybe a pretty low rating as far as how nice it looks. But yeah, I would think that it's valued at $8,000 to $9,000. And I would say maybe a rapper, I'm just gonna throw any rapper's name out there. Maybe Michael Jackson, maybe The Weeknd, maybe had it? Was it The Weeknd?
That's The Weeknd.
Is it? Yeah, only because he's obsessed with Michael Jackson. And that's the reason I threw it out there. So dog, I'm like 2 for 2 on this.
In 2020, it was actually auctioned off at $9,700.
$9,000, yeah, that's about what it costs. Next one. Oh, this one's an easy one as well. Only because I've been tagged in this particular one like 2 or 3 times. This is Ice Spice's pendant. It looks like her, it's like a cartoon version of her. The real beauty behind this, if they didn't, there's 2 ways to do this pendant, right? You would design it as a cartoon in CAD, and then you could either put the preset already in the design. So in other words, all they have to do is pop the diamond in there, which if that were the case, makes this a pretty simplistic piece because the diamonds are already preset in there and the majority of the work is done behind the computer. However, if they did it the traditional way, which is design the whole piece and then hand set, honeycomb set those diamonds individually by themselves, this makes this piece much more valuable. Now, just based on diamonds right there, you're talking probably anywhere from 90, maybe to 80 to 95 carats just in diamonds. So this piece, I would value it on a retail level anywhere from $85,000 to $100,000. Depends on how much actual diamonds are in there and the quality of them, which of course, if it's for Ice Spice, it's for sure gonna be, BVS 1 with like deep color, So, was it for Ice Spice?
Yeah, so it's Ice Spice.
And the value?
The value is $100,000. It was made by Benny the jeweler. It consists of about 80 carats.
80 carats, yep, spot on. Yeah, it's a beautiful piece, honestly. On to the next one. Here's Ice Spice's fine ass. Good for you, Ice Spice. Good for you. Nice piece. Let's on to the next one. What the hell is this? This is, I guess, a country's, I guess the country of it, and then I'm assuming the capital is the blue sapphire. If it's a blue sapphire, I love sapphires. I love blue stones, love them. This is white gold, I'm assuming because of the metal behind it. I don't know how many carats those are. They're looking anywhere from about 25 to 35 carats, something like that. They look like really nice stones, but here's the beauty about setting stones on a white background. They look so much better. So if you look at people who don't necessarily want to spend the extra bread on a really nice stone or nice stone color, put it on white gold. It automatically will look better because the background of the diamond in which it's set into won't take away from the light of the diamond itself. So you can put a lesser colored stone in a white background and it'll look much nicer than the money that you actually paid for them. I'm going to assume because it's a country, it could also be a state because it has a straight line like that, and most, I don't know of that many countries that have that. And it looks kind of like Kentucky. I could be completely wrong. I could be, probably. So a Kentucky rapper, I would be T.I. Was it T.I.? T.I.?
No.
Next. Oh, fucking Jack Harlow. What the fuck is that? Is that his name? Is this Jack Harlow?
Yep.
Oh, okay. What state is that? What is that?
Kentucky, baby.
Kentucky. I got the Kentucky part right. All right, cool. Yeah, that's probably a pendant. Realistically, if I were to sell that pendant, you're probably talking about 35 carats. You're talking about anywhere from like $35,000 to $45,000. Realistically, what that would cost. Do we have a value on that?
It has a total of 4,500 BBS diamonds.
Okay, so there's 45 carats because those are 1.3 millimeter. Okay.
Yeah, valued at around $110,000.
Oh, yeah, that's probably what was paid, but that's not really what you can get that much cheaper. Probably got it from a big time jeweler, and that's kind of what you pay. You pay that extra retail because you went to, this really high end jeweler. All right, next one. Oh my God, what the hell is that? YRN. First off, just looking at it from a jeweler standpoint, those are very, very unique designs. If you look at the actual chain itself, it has a rocket, so it's certainly like some solar system type of space design to it. It looks really, really cool. You got all the planets around it. You got planet Earth. Looks like you have Saturn up there with all its rings. It has enamel work. Each one of those planets are hanging on its own individual ring or individual chain, plus the big medallion in the middle with the spaceship with the rocket. It's a gorgeous piece. Probably looking at $250,000 to $300,000 just on the chain itself. Who's wearing it? I don't know, man. YRN, I have no idea. I'm throw the stupidest thing out there, but I'm gonna put like, is it, who's that guy that got accused for Tory Lanez? Is it Tory Lanez? Is it not? Okay, I'm gonna get the next one. Oh, it's the Migos. It's the mother effing Migos. Okay, do they have a valuation on that?
So that's Takeoff from Migos chain.
Takeoff, RIP,
Yeah,
Takeoff,
RIP.
RIP.
Exactly 200 carats of diamonds.
Okay, yep, sounds right.
And it's valued at $500,000.
Makes sense, yep. Move on to the next one. Oh man, this is crazy looking. This is more along the lines of fashion jewelry because this chain is super unconventional. If you look at the chain, it has like these organic shapes to it, like triangles and circles and like cut, looking like, it looks like a cassette with cut hearts in it. There's also a big medallion and it's all stacked together. If this were all like precious metals, it does look like a woman's body, so I'm assuming it's a woman. And for someone to be wearing that on a daily basis, I'm going to assume that that would be a very uncomfortable thing. Probably performing on it only, but because of the shape of those things, I'm not gonna think that they're precious metals at all. I'm going to guess the artist at the very least, and I think, is it Erykah Badu? Erica? No, it's Slick Rick the Ruler. Oh my God. That is blasphemous what I just said. Oh, Eric, I called Slick Rick a woman. First off, Slick Rick the Ruler is a hip hop fashion icon. Like, he set the rope chains on fire in the late 80s. He is the reason why people wore eye patches when they had two perfectly good eyes. These pieces are probably solid gold, if knowing him, because he's an OG and that's what they wear. And yeah, he's probably wearing 3 to 4 kilos worth of gold on him, if they're actually gold. And that's whatever market value plus that. You're probably wearing, if those are all solid gold, well over $200,000 worth of jewelry on top of him. So shout out to Slick Rick. I apologize for confusing you for Erykah Badu. I'm an absolute moron, but yeah. Well, that concludes it. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of content. If I missed any one of these artists or anything like that, please let me know in the comments. I may do another one of these videos and review some more jewelry. Till next time, we'll catch you guys in the next video. Pistols, because I like the pistols now.